So we're gonna taxi test the CA2 and see how that goes, and check out my brakes and see how they work. But it's a really sweet looking little airplane, and so I made these brakes for it, and I fabricated all that and made the brake lever with the little swivel thing there. So we will see how this works. My plan is to fly the tail and see how that goes. So just to start with, the video and the audio won't be synced. Don't know why. My software I'm using did that. This is a CA2. It was designed by Frank Griffiths. It was designed to be a Part 103 airplane with a rotax 277 on it. This one has a Hirth F23 on it, 28 horsepower. And this little airplane with that F23 and electric start and a heavy battery weighs exactly 250 pounds. And that's what Frank's airplane, his original one, weighed. So I installed brakes on this one. You got to have brakes for taxiing around. So I put brakes on it after we weighed it at 250 pounds. I'm sure that I didn't install 4 pounds extra. I'm going to go ahead and reweigh it. But if it is over, which I don't think it will be, I can change the battery out for a much lighter battery and easily make the weight. So right now, I'm practicing turning to see how the left and right turning authority is, and using the newly installed brakes. The brakes seem to work really good. They're not going to skid the tires, but they're going to get you stopped when you need to stop. Stop pretty quickly normally. I've got the idle low enough that the brakes are quite effective. Turning left and right. So now I want to taxi down the runway and make sure I can keep the airplane straight and bring the tail up and down to make sure that I don't lose control in the middle there somewhere. You can check out the windsaw again there. You can see it's a little stiff on the side wing, but it ended up going pretty well. The little airplane's pretty stable. So now I want to do a crow hop, go down the runway and see how it flies a little bit off the ground, and then touch back down and make sure that it lands nicely. So I decided to go for it, and I took off. And when I poured the coals to it 100%, it just leaped off the ground. It seemed like it just went up in a hurry, and it flew like a big giant maple leaf with a motor on it. Lots of fun. For those of us who are looking for really cheap flying and are looking for an inexpensive project and easy to build, I think this would be one of the better ones. Everything is flat. I didn't build this, however, I have built a Sonics and a Xena 701. I think this would be great. And after having dealt with, everybody's got their hand out for money when you're flying light sport or better. If you just want to fly and have fun, I would think that this would be a real contender for something to do. I've had a blast with this thing. I flew it for 70 hours with a 377 on it, and then sold it, and then reacquired it, and took a bunch of stuff off it to get it down to the proper weight. The gentleman that had it before me changed the engine to the Hirth and put a bunch of other stuff on it, which gained the weight back. And I took it all off, most of it, and got it down to the part 103. And so far, it seems like it's going to be a blast to fly. So just think it's a good idea for those considering flying, but don't want to go through jumping all the hoops, get the pilot's license, all that stuff. So those are my thoughts.